Coach, can we start at the end? That play call, it worked twice for you last year against Incarnate Word in Nevada. What were you expecting and what did you see from the defense?
Well, they're playing very aggressive in the secondary coming up, and we were open, and it was just unfortunate the ball was a little bit underthrown, but we got what we wanted, the aggressive play from the secondary to come up, and fortunately just a little bit underthrown.
Why do you feel like the offense struggled in this game?
Because they played good defense. Give Minnesota credit. They're a big physical team. Their secondary played really well, flew to the ball and tackled well in space. So you got to give them a lot of credit.
Did they throw anything at you that you hadn't seen in your prep work leading up to the game? I mean, obviously they switched up quarterbacks quite a bit with number 17 in there. Yeah,
they run a lot of Wildcat, and kind of stayed on schedule to where they stayed in short yard situations and their big physical offensive line, and kind of used him to pound it up in there, and it was effective to keep the chains moving. What
was your message to the team after the game? How was everyone in the locker room?
Well, disappointed, obviously. Came here to win a football game. I was pleased, and I'm proud of them the way they continued to compete in the second half, and came back and put ourselves in a position there to win the game, or at least tie the game at the end. And so I thought the guys fought hard, and so we'll clean some things up and get ready for next week now.
After being unable to sustain consistent drives in the first half, you put together 3 pretty long ones in the second half. What was the key to the offense there?
Well, we didn't have the ball much. We only had 25 plays in the first half, and it was the interception hurt us on that one, and then offensive pass interference call that put us way behind the sticks, put us in a bad situation. But we had a lot of plays left to get to that we hadn't got to because we ran so few plays in the first half, and so started making some plays in the second half.
Was there a explanation for that sideline interference thing?
The official ran into one of our coaches.
Do they give warnings on plays like that ahead of time, or is it?
Well, I thought they normally do, but they didn't. I thought, at that time of the game, warning would have been nice, and that's what I asked them, but obviously they didn't see it that way.
What happened with Micaiah when he came back? He was in street clothes?
He has a foot injury, and so we don't know the extent of it yet, so we'll see when we get back.
Muti and Bryant also exited the game. Are there any updates on them?
No, again, when we get back, we'll look at the extent of what's going on with them. Get back, let our docs take a look at them and get x-rays on everything. And, I hate to be I don't want to jump the gun with exactly what's wrong with them, but we'll find out in the next day or so.
After Minnesota lost Smith in the backfield and they'd had to turn to some pretty inexperienced running backs, did that change your approach, or how did you attack the Minnesota offense at that time?
No, because they continued to run their offense. I thought that back ran hard and did a good job. And, I thought the quarterback played well, made some plays with his legs of getting out of the pocket and throwing the ball downfield. And the receivers are tall receivers and got up and made some plays on the boundary, So, again, you have to give Minnesota credit for making plays. They made some plays at key times and made more than we did.
You have experienced players back on the 2 lines, but some players in bigger roles this year. How do you feel they handled this Big Ten environment today?
Who are you talking about?
The defensive line returning only 1 starter, and eventually 3 offensive linemen come in the game that didn't play a whole lot for you last year.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at the tape and see. That's a physical game right there. A lot up front, big physical offensive line. But I thought especially in the second half, we got them off the field. I thought we did a good job. Blake did an excellent job of punting and getting them down deep and switching the field position, and held them down in there. We got a turnover, and so they all battled. I don't know. Got to look at it and see, but they gave it their all. I know that for sure.